titled "White People Will Do Anything for Money." I categorize like black people. Black people are the race of people that just love to have fun. If you look at a lot of black people, man, even in Africa and shit, niggas love to dance and sing and laugh, and that's what black people do here. We love to dance and sing and rap and laugh and tell jokes and funny stories and have sex and show off and wear nice clothes, and that's what black people love to do. We love gadgets, electronic gadgets and shit, and we love that type of shit, material shit. And that's what black people love to do. We don't. A lot of us, I'm gonna say a good amount of us, don't care about like, we don't think deep about shit, or we don't care about the damn. We don't even care about history here, our history or nothing. We don't care about those types of things for the most part. Now, white people are, I categorize white people. White people are the race of people that will do anything to make a dollar, anything for money, for profit. Look at slavery. Look at look at anything. Look at the business in general. Look at war. That's about money. Look at church. That's about money. Look at what these guys nowadays. You can go back to like back in the day. White people, they would kill a nigga if they even thought he was sleeping with a white woman. Now they purposely make white make interracial porn with black guys having sex with white women. It's all for the dollar. They'll they'll send they'll let their own daughters do it. You know what I'm saying? They'll do anything for money. And the thing, I have a saying that like, not a saying, but I don't really put nothing past white people, because if you know history, and I'm a history buff or whatever. I don't just study black history. I read a lot of white history too, like white on white history, and European history, Dark Ages, Greek history, Roman history, all that. And when you know what went on then throughout history and now, you'll see the shit that white people are capable of, that they have done. Not only to black people, but to other people who are not black, Native Americans, and to other white people. You know, and it gives you a sense of it it's just like when motherfuckers say shit like if you would say something about um if I were to say something like I think they killed Michael Jackson and Prince and Whitney Houston and all them for money because it generates money and the money goes to white people, their money, the revenue from their album sales and things like that. Most niggas would be like, I don't think nobody's that evil. That's because them motherfuckers don't know history and they don't know white people and what they are capable of. Those are them fucking idiots who can only who looks at life like from this movie perspective where the bad guy is clearly bad and bad and he looks bad and he talks like he's bad when in reality it doesn't work that way. A lot of the evil people are the ones who talk nice, who look unsuspecting because that's how they'll get their agendas met easier. See, Christian niggas, and I'm going Christian people, especially Christian Negroes, those are the most misguided motherfuckers ever. Them are the motherfuckers who always talk about forgive, 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 forgive. And those are mainly the motherfuckers who say shit like, I don't think nobody's that evil. You know what I'm saying? Those are them motherfuckers. You'll learn more from reading history than you would from the Bible. Even though there's a lot of real shit in the Bible, but let's put it this way. You'll learn more from reading history than going to church. Because church is full of shit. And most people don't have a clue as to what really goes on. And I'm not there neither. I'm not in these meetings and shit and when these motherfuckers playing shit. But when you know history and understand history, it gives you a closer perspective as to what's going on. It's just like I can say that the war in Iraq is nothing more than more white imperialism. Now somebody will come on my page and argue me down and say, well, this, you always got these old technical motherfuckers who like to come around and ask these damn questions and shit that you might can't answer, and they'll use that as a way of trying to negate your argument. It's like just because, okay, it's like a motherfucker saying he's looking at the clouds and he's seeing that it's probably going to rain, and them motherfuckers come along and say, well, where are the raindrops? So it's not rain. It's not going to rain because of that. I haven't seen a raindrop yet. Them type of motherfuckers, you just gotta cut them off. Like this is another one. See, one thing, Americans are fucking idiots. The average American thinks he knows some shit because he watched the 7 o'clock news. But what these fucking idiots don't understand is that the news, how do you know what they're telling you is the truth? You don't know, right? So you can't say that you know what's going on because you wasn't there either. You see what I'm saying? See, one thing I said about white people, they got this shit on lock. They got it on lock because America is like this. It's like you're in this big ass bowl. Let's say you're in this big ass bowl and shit, and all they feed you is everything. Only thing that's in the bowl is some cereal, right? And this shit, I know I'm kind of fucking up with this, but in order to you can't see that you have French toast and bacon and eggs on the plate next to the bowl is because you have to get out of the bowl first in order for you to see that you have French toast, eggs, and bacon in the bowl. So all you know is cereal. I know that was a pretty fucked up analogy or whatever, but I think you all get what I'm saying. So you're constantly being fed a lot of BS, and that BS becomes the foundation for your thoughts. So whenever someone says something that appears to be outside of the box, you think that they're crazy or delusional, doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about. It's like when people come up with conspiracies and shit, they be like, "Oh, that nigga's nuts," you know. And they manage to make people who think outside of the box be looked upon as nuts because we are programmed to think like Americans watch a lot of movies and shit, and we come to think of we come to see real life from a cinematic standpoint. It's just like we see it from a cinematic standpoint, and if it doesn't look all cinematic, then we don't believe it. Like if I was to say, I think the government planned 9/11 or at least allowed it to happen to further their own ends in the Middle East, you have a motherfucker that'll say, I don't think no one's that evil. You know what I'm saying? But these stupid assholes don't know history because they see life the way the American media and society tells them to see things. And this is why America will always be, the world will always be the way that it is, and the elite will always rule, the people in power will always rule because you have more stupid motherfuckers than you do enlightened people. You say when people say go to college, and I always say, are you being educated in college or indoctrinated in college? Just like in the army, they indoctrinate you with a certain belief. It's just like blind patriotism and shit. I remember the guy Pat Tillman. He heard about 9/11. He got pissed off. He was in the NFL. He got pissed off, joined the military, and went to Iraq and whatnot, and got killed. And the United States government or the Pentagon or whoever tried to make it seem like he got killed by the enemy to make it look good, to make it spur on more patriotism and shit like that. And they come to find out he got killed by friendly fire. And they didn't want to put that out there because it kind of puts a damper on the whole patriotism thing. I know I've been going on for a long time, but I hope you get where I'm coming from with this. That's all I gotta say about it.